The long-running YSL criminal case is finally over. The last remaining defendant has pleaded guilty to almost a dozen charges.
So those include violating the state's RICO Act and the attempted murder of an Atlanta police officer. The 25-year-old will still have a chance at life outside of prison. As 11 Live's Grace King explains, that's disappointing to many of the officers who were in the courtroom.
What's the decision, Mr. Johnson?
After 3 years, 2 judges, and the threat of another trial, the complicated YSL RICO case finally came to an end.
Yes.
Christian Eppinger, the last defendant set for trial, entered a non-negotiated Alford plea Monday, where he acknowledged prosecutors likely had enough evidence to convict him without admitting guilt.
They shot him in his chest, or they shot him directly in his head. There was nothing preventing him from doing that. Nothing.
Maybe he's a bad shot.
Multiple videos show Eppinger shooting Atlanta police officer David Rogers 6 times at close range in 2022.
It was an execution. He wanted to kill this officer, and he made every attempt to do it.
Prosecutors charged Eppinger with attempted murder, possession of a firearm, and more, in hopes of putting him away for life.
We don't know if he'll come home, but our ability to do that is backstopped in the belief that you, Judge, and the courts are going to show up for us the way we show up for you.
Ultimately, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker sentenced Eppinger to 40 years in prison, followed by 35 years of probation, but said he could serve this sentence at the same time as a prior armed robbery conviction.
That means that he can see the end of the tunnel. There's a possible date that he may get out.
Attorney Eric Johnson said these guilty pleas won't add much prison time, if any. His client could be eligible for parole as early as 2042.
I think that everybody's happy with the resolutions that they received. The state may not be happy. Some of the families may not be happy as far as some of the murder charges that were dismissed in this case, but the taxpayers will definitely be happy because they don't have to pay for this mess anymore.
In Fulton County, Grace King, 11 Alive News.
The courtroom was filled with roughly 3 dozen officers from the Atlanta Police Department, many of whom were visibly disappointed in the judge's sentence. We reached out to APD for an official comment, but we've not heard back yet.